If you're a plaintiff's attorney working on a high-profile case, you need a day 100 strategy for that case. What the hell is a day 100 strategy? In this video, I'll tell you. Hi everyone, my name is Pollock. I am an attorney who helps other attorneys and their clients ethically, strategically, and proactively engage the court of public opinion. In this video, a day 100 strategy. If you're a plaintiff's attorney working on a high-profile case, you want to keep that case in the media and on the top of the public's mind for as long as possible. And you want this because you know that most defendants can handle 1 day of bad publicity. When the complaint is filed alleging that a defendant or defendants did bad things, that's not a good day for the defendants in terms of their reputation and perhaps their business, but they can survive. It's when defendants are faced with a consistent dribble of bad publicity as a result of a legal dispute that they finally start to come around and think to themselves, we should probably end this case as soon as possible via, hopefully, a favorable settlement to a plaintiff's attorney and his or her client. So what you need to do as a plaintiff's attorney involved in a high-profile case is you need to have a day 100 strategy, which means 100 days into a lawsuit or a legal dispute, what are the kinds of things that you're doing that could help keep the case front and center, again, in front of the media and in front of the public, to help maximize the potential for a favorable settlement and perhaps a quicker settlement than might otherwise be possible. It's really incumbent upon the attorney to take a step back and look at what's going on in the case, look at what's going on with the plaintiff, the client, or clients, and look at what's going on with the defendant or defendants, and see what kind of stories you could pitch to the media regarding these developments. So for example, if in the course of discovery, you are coming across information that can be released because there's no protective order, and it's the kind of information that you think tells a story about the defendants, that is the kind of item you might want to go to the media about. If there's some kind of follow-up story you could do about your plaintiff or your client, the condition of the plaintiff, how their health has improved, if they went back to work, if they're high profile enough, is that something that you could do to get in front of the media? Sometimes you could use a FOIA or your state's Freedom of Information Act type laws to get information about the defendant that might be able to be packaged and given to a reporter. Sometimes you want to give the reporter just a tip that puts them onto the trail of getting to a story. So for example, if you have a tip that a defendant has done something very wrong, but you don't have the resources to investigate it, you might consider going to the media, going to a reporter to investigate that tip, tell them about the tip and how you think there's something there, but you just don't know how to get that answer. When I say a day 100 strategy, I don't necessarily mean waiting exactly 100 days after a legal complaint has been filed before an attorney goes back to the media regarding that complaint and the overall lawsuit. Instead, a day 100 strategy is a general strategy plaintiffs' attorneys should be employing as a way to help keep their clients' high-profile cases in front of the public and in front of the media for as often as possible and as long as possible until the defendants come to the settlement table and resolve the case to the plaintiff's attorneys and clients' liking.